Human sexual response is a multifaceted phenomenon that cannot be fully understood by looking solely at physical or biological factors. Instead, it involves a rich interplay of psychological, emotional, social, and biological elements that together influence how and when desire is triggered. When exploring why a significant percentage of women might feel an instant surge of arousal in response to certain cues, it becomes evident that the underlying mechanisms are rooted in subconscious processes, cognitive evaluations, and emotional states that operate seamlessly and often below conscious awareness. One of the core psychological concepts at play is cognitive appraisal. The way a woman interprets a stimulus determines whether it will ignite desire. When a woman perceives a man as attractive, confident, kind, or respectful, her brain processes these cues as signals of safety, compatibility, or potential for intimacy. These interpretations are influenced by her past experiences, cultural background, and personal preferences. But certain universal signals tend to activate desire across a broad population. For instance, a confident demeanor or a genuine smile can be perceived as indicators of social dominance or emotional stability, which are often associated with attraction. The brain's reward system, involving areas like the nucleus accumbens and ventral tegmental area, becomes stimulated when these signals are detected, leading to feelings of pleasure and desire that can be almost instantaneous. Emotional connection plays a pivotal role in female arousal. Unlike some animals that rely primarily on physical cues, humans, especially women, often need an emotional component to fully engage their desire. Feelings of safety, trust, and emotional intimacy can significantly lower inhibitions and facilitate rapid arousal. When a woman perceives that a man values her, listens attentively, or makes her feel appreciated, her limbic system, which processes emotions, becomes highly active. This activation creates a sense of closeness and emotional safety that primes her for desire. The importance of emotional safety is supported by psychological theories such as attachment theory and the dual control model of sexual response, which highlight how emotional context and psychological comfort are necessary for desire to flourish. Subconscious signals also play a crucial role. Research into pheromones and chemical signaling suggests that humans, like many animals, communicate through chemical cues that influence attraction and arousal without conscious awareness. Though the effects of pheromones are subtle, they can prime the brain's neural pathways for desire when certain behavioral signals are perceived. These subconscious cues can include body language, scent, or even subtle behavioral patterns that signal confidence and approachability. When these cues are perceived, they activate brain regions associated with reward and motivation, making a woman more receptive to sexual stimuli. Another powerful psychological trigger involves nonverbal communication, such as sustained eye contact, facial expressions, and body language. The ability of eye contact to influence attraction has been well documented in social psychology. When a man maintains eye contact with genuine interest and warmth, it can stimulate the amygdala, a brain region involved in processing social signals and foster feelings of connection. Smiling, especially when it's authentic, also signals friendliness and safety, which are important for reducing social and emotional barriers to arousal. These non-verbal cues can create a sense of intimacy and mutual engagement that accelerates desire. Language and verbal communication are equally impactful. When a man uses words that express admiration, desire, or humor, it can activate neural pathways associated with reward and social bonding. Verbal affirmations and flirtatious remarks can make a woman feel valued and desired, which enhances her emotional and psychological receptivity. This, in turn, can lead to rapid arousal, especially when combined with other cues like touch or eye contact. The power of words lies in their ability to reinforce positive perceptions and create a sense of emotional closeness. Physical cues, such as gentle and respectful touch, also significantly influence female arousal. Touch can activate tactile receptors and directly stimulate physical desire, but psychologically, it signals intimacy, safety, and mutual interest. When done appropriately and consensually, touch can serve as a powerful trigger that signals emotional and physical availability, further activating desire. Conditioning and past experiences also influence how touch is perceived and how quickly it can lead to arousal. For example, a woman who associates touch with positive emotional experiences may respond more instantly compared to someone with negative or uncertain associations. Psychological priming and mental states are essential factors in understanding rapid arousal. When a woman is in a positive mood, feeling happy, relaxed, and emotionally balanced, her brain's broaden and build mechanism allows her to be more receptive to attraction cues. In contrast, stress, anxiety, or negative emotional states can inhibit desire, making it less likely that she will respond quickly to attractive stimuli. When she perceives shared interests, similar values, or mutual respect, her brain's reward system becomes further engaged, reinforcing feelings of attraction and desire. Contextual factors also influence how rapidly a woman can become aroused. A comfortable, private, or emotionally charged environment can facilitate quicker responses, while unfamiliar or stressful settings may hinder desire. When a woman feels appreciated, understood, and safe within her environment, her brain is more likely to respond favorably to cues from a partner. Conversely, if she perceives threat, discomfort, or disinterest, her brain will activate inhibitory mechanisms that dampen desire. The statistic suggesting that 95% of women respond instantly to certain cues underscores the universality of many psychological triggers. These triggers, confidence, humor, eye contact, respectful touch, activate fundamental neural pathways associated with reward, safety, and social bonding that are nearly universally appealing. These signals tap into evolutionary mechanisms designed to promote social cohesion and reproductive success, which is why they tend to be effective across diverse populations. However, it's essential to recognize individual differences. Personal history, cultural background, mood, current emotional state, and past experiences all modulate how strongly and quickly someone responds to these cues. While the broad trend might suggest high responsiveness, the nuances of individual psychology mean that not everyone will react identically to the same stimuli. In conclusion, female arousal is not merely a physical response, but a deeply psychological process involving subconscious signals, emotional context, and cognitive evaluations. The activation of neural reward pathways, the perception of safety and intimacy, and the interpretation of behavioral cues all work together to produce rapid and genuine desire. This understanding emphasizes the importance of authentic connection, mutual respect, and emotional safety in fostering attraction and desire. The high percentage of women responding quickly to certain cues reflects the universality of these psychological mechanisms, which are rooted in our evolutionary history and social nature. Recognizing and respecting these psychological factors can lead to healthier, more genuine expressions of attraction and intimacy.